There are 9 other people on this. There's 9 tour guides and a DPS guy, and I'm a big fella. The DPS guy's a big fella, and I was not the biggest tour guide on this thing. This one guy that I worked with, he was quite the corpulent individual. I mean, he was one of those that he walked like this, you know, because he waddled. He was a big old boy. Anywho, and so this thing's kind of rocking with us, and I look down, which I should never have done, because now I'm at about 250 feet, or I guess about 240, straight down, and this thing starts shimmying like this, and I just kind of lost it, and I was like, go, and I don't even know who it was. I'm like grabbing their butt and pushing. I have no clue which one it was, and so like we finally get up there. And there's 2 domes. There's the interior dome, and then there's the outside dome like this, and there's a space between. And then there's a zigzag stairway up to the very top, which was all like nailed together with 2x4s, and there's no like metal railing to it. It's just sitting on this dome, and I'm thinking, this can't be safe. But we're like trudging along. They got like, man, watch your step there. Got the nail sticking out of that one, you know. And so we get there, and this is open right here. That ceiling is about that far away from this opening of the dome. And so what you do when you get up there, if you want to look down, you lay on the dome and you grab the edge of it and you pull yourself up and look over. And your head barely fits. So you kind of squeeze your head in there and you're, 267 feet straight down. That's just creepy. And so I got up there, and I'm scared to death of heights, right? Which is stupid, I want to be a pilot. And so I'm like, I get in there, and I'm looking down, I'm thinking, yeah, that's pretty cool. Then all of a sudden you feel it kind of shimmy, because Rico, or whatever his name is, he's going, and so I start kind of freaking out, and, nature takes over. It's like, I got to get out of here. So I'm trying to get out, and my head is like stuck. And so, as I'm like scurrying back down the last little 4 feet, Rico is reaching out as far as he can to try to touch one of the letters, because there's a star and it says T-E-X-A-S on it, which spells out Texas for our slow friends. And he's trying to reach out and touch them, and he's, his little hand is getting to like right there. He's like, I can get it, I can get it. Those letters that are up there, they're huge. That star, if I brought that star in here, I would have to have like 4 of you help me. It's huge. It's ridiculous. So then we get back down, we all shimmy back down the side of the dome on the wood and the nails. And then we climb up it's not like a straight ladder, it's like a ladder that's almost stairs, one of those where you're like kind of, what is this? I don't get this. And we go up, and then we go up to the very top of the Capitol, which, let's see, or not. Yeah, here's that. We go up to this area, the gazebo as I like to call it, which is really cool. Right up in there. There's like a little observation deck right there, and you can walk in. And so we're standing in that room with all those little red neon lights that are shining in that. Whoa, this could be huge. Right in there. All those red neon lights, and they're like going, you can hear them, and then we move back down. We had to go down that stupid staircase, which was even worse than going up. But yeah. So that's my trip to the top of the Capitol Dome. It's beautiful. This is the floor directly underneath the dome in the rotunda. It's got the seals of all 6 countries we've been in. Spain, France, Mexico, the Confederacy, the United States, and then the Republic in the center. It's really cool. This is an acoustical dome, which means that when you stand in the very center, the sound reflects back to you in a way that is different than anyone else. And so you can stand in the very center of this star, and everybody else in the entire room, in the entire rotunda hears like that, no big deal. You hear, whoa! And so when you talk, it does this, and it sounds like you're in the middle of a stadium. It was awesome. And so I used to love standing there and giving tours. I've got like 30 people, And to them, this is what it sounds like. Now we're in the rotunda of the state capitol. You'll notice the pictures of all the presidents and governors, which go all the way, you know. But I'm hearing myself, no, we're, and they're, no. You know, I sound like I'm on this giant speaker, like commanding this huge audience. And it's like, you know, I really badly wanted to go sing the national anthem one time, but it didn't work. And it also has what's called a whisper ring, which means that if I'm standing right here on this edge, and somebody else is standing directly across it, the sound reflects to them amplified too. It's the coolest thing to do to little kids.
Say what?
Exactly. Like you'll notice a little kid standing like, mommy, and they're just chilling, and they're just kind of like. So what I would do is I'd like run over, like on the way back to the office, and be like, hey kid, hey little boy in the red shirt, and that kid's just sitting there, and all of a sudden he goes, hey kid, hey you in the red shirt. It was so fun to do to people. It was great. Did good times. There was this one DPS guy that worked there that used to mess with people all the time. He'd mess with tour guides. Tour guides would find themselves standing there like now if you look at the floor here, and they're standing there, and all of a sudden you're under arrest. You're like, and he's over there like, great fun. There's the House chamber when we're talking about stuff. This is the San Jacinto battle flag that was carried at the Battle of San Jacinto. Notice the glass ceilings. The guy who, I know, right? Cryptic, I know. The glass ceilings were designed by Elijah Myers to let natural light in, the guy who designed the Capitol. But after a couple of years of them using it, people were, like the senators and stuff, were complaining against sunburns on their bald heads, so they covered them up. And now it's, they let natural light in the side. There's also these big chandeliers, which in the Senate chamber spell out Texas. There's 150 desks, because we have 150 members. The speaker sits in the very center of there, right here. And when they vote and check roll, all of their stuff comes up right here. It's pretty cool. Governor Hogg is up there. Sam,